You are now watching The Queen Chioma.
So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is going to be yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So tonight we're just going to be doing a compilation of some very hot topics. These are topics that I don't feel that I need to make a full-blown video about, but I still feel like I have a little bit of commentary to share. So I chose 3 topics from this past week that I felt like were trending topics as well as very interesting, and I kind of wanted to give a quick rundown on each of them. I'm thinking about turning this into a weekly series. That way I can still tackle some of the topics that y'all want my opinion on, but don't really need a full-blown video. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So topic number 1 is Omarion and Lil Fizz reconciling on stage during the Millennium Tour concert.
I think it wouldn't be right if I didn't take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, bro. I did some fucked up shit to my brother. Some snake ass shit. I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro.
So these two are former band members. Omarion and Lil Fizz were in the boy band B2K in the early 2000s. Both of these men made several songs together and were dominating the early 2000s when it came to R&B. So according to TMZ, it says, Omarion is getting what many consider a long overdue apology from his B2K bandmate Lil Fizz for getting with his baby mama April Jones while about to go on tour with Omarion. Fizz issued his mea culpa Friday at the Forum while he and the rest of the lineup from the Millennium Tour made their stop in LA, and as he performed alongside Omarion and other B2K members. It was a big moment. Dude stopped the whole show to say sorry in front of everyone. Fizz didn't exactly say what he was apologizing for, but everyone who's been following along knew what was up. He was seeking forgiveness for dating April Jones a couple years back, who is the mother of Omarion's kids, and doing so very publicly. You might recall Fizz and April hopped on an Instagram live feed looking cozy, and word was they were screwing around right as the initial Millennium Tour that Omarion worked hard to get together was about to hit the road, with none other than Lil Fizz joining as well. It was awkward as hell, and yet Omarion told us at the time that he didn't really mind it, just so long as their relationship didn't interrupt on the big stage. In other words, Omarion took the high road at the time, and now Lil Fizz is doing the same, albeit somewhat belatedly. Better late than never. Looks like they buried the hatchet. So my opinion on this is just an example of maturity, honestly. I think a lot of times we talk about how a lot of black men don't take accountability of any of their actions, especially disrespect towards other black women, but even more for one another as black men. During this time, we have seen so many rap artists who keep making songs against each other. We have so many rap beefs that are literally causing people to lose their life. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, we have 2 viral songs, Who I Smoke by Young and Ace and When I See You by Julio Fulio, and those rappers are dead ass serious. Like, Jacksonville rappers are really lit right now off of these very disrespectful songs, and people may sing them as a joke or a catchy song, and honestly I do the same, but when you really look at why they're making songs like this, it really stems from real deal beef with one another. As y'all know, in November of 2020, the rapper King Von was gunned down in Atlanta, and rumor has it was due to some beef with another rapper named Quando Rondo, and King Von and Quando Rondo, who is affiliated with NBA Youngboy, jumped in the beef. So once pictures of NBA Youngboy's child's mother Jania and King Von holding hands hit the internet, apparently that further sparked a lot of the beef, and that, and I'm sure a multitude of other things, led to the whole scuffle, and that ended in a tragic loss of King Von by someone within that circle. So I know we all take music beef as funny, viral stories, but some of this stuff is really real life. People really get grimy when it comes to things like this. So I'd rather see 2 men dap each other up and let bygones be bygones than someone 6 feet under. People can say that it was because Lil Fizz needs some money because he was taken off the Millennium Tour at one point and that he needs his fame and good media reputation back, and that may be a part of the reason, but if you ask me, it's more or less the fact that he's being accountable for being dead wrong. There are thousands of women women that will line up to sleep with Omarion and Fizz and the rest of B2K. So why Fizz decided to go for his former bandmate's baby mother is really, really trash. But these men, people may think they're washed up, but trust me, there are still some diehard B2K fans that would love to be with these men. So for Fizz to go for April Jones, Omarion's child's mother, that was just way too close to home and honestly disrespectful and dead wrong. April was just as wrong. She was definitely wrong as hell. Neither of them get any points for that, but I will give Fizz some points for this apology, this accountability, and just man-to-man making a public statement about this. Even if it doesn't bother Omarion, I still feel like it was the right thing to do. Now, our second story is from Jania Meshell having an emotional moment and breaking down in a recent YouTube video. So Jania is the child's mother to rapper NBA YoungBoy. That's how she came up and became known as an influencer on social media. So she recently kind of went viral for doing a Q&A on her YouTube channel where she answered questions about herself, her personal life, and her development and growth. And someone asked her what is something that she wishes she could tell her younger self. And in the midst of doing this, she expressed a lot of words of encouragement to not seek validation or acceptance from everyone, and just to be more self-oriented and focused on what matters, which is her at the end of the day.
What would I tell my younger self? I would tell her to keep pushing. Like, I would just let her know somebody out there is going to love you. You don't have to keep trying to look for love. You don't have to do things that you feel like will make people like you more. Just be yourself. Just stay true to you. Just do what makes you happy. You don't have to, you know, try to follow the crowd. You don't have to try to do what that person is doing or what that person is doing. Like, just, you know, focus on yourself. Don't tolerate disrespect from people. Just remain like sheltered. Like, you really have everything you need and more. Why are you going out here like looking for other things? Like, you have everything you need. So yeah, that's what I'll tell my younger self.
In short, she basically said she would have told herself to put herself first and not be too concerned about what the internet and what other people want her to do and other people's expectations. And in the midst of this, Jania breaks down, and I feel like it was a very heartwarming moment. I don't always keep up with all of these social media influencers and social media people. I literally have to do research before every video I do about them because I was just never in the loop until like the last few months. And I feel like her story is one that definitely caught my attention and can be used as a very big example. She had a few public relationships with these rappers and athletes, and they've all pretty much gone south. And unfortunately, most guys just get to walk away with the fact that they had sex with you, their name was tied to you, and they can move on and go be with the next girl. But for Jania and many other women, you get the short end of the stick, the bad reputation. And honestly, I feel like girls may take the embarrassment just a little bit harder because it's on a public spectrum. So I think for people who look up to these girls or at least follow them, it was a very vulnerable and honest moment. I did appreciate the accountability because I love accountability, and all of us are gonna make stupid mistakes. Like, I would be lying if I said I didn't make any stupid mistakes as it relates to boys and dating and relationships. Like, literally, I probably made some of the craziest mistakes. And to sit back and take accountability for them is very refreshing. Being honest to yourself is honestly doing yourself a huge favor. A lot of these Instagram influencers portray this lifestyle of perfection and opulence and desire. And there are so many young girls that want to be who she is, whether you guys know who she is or care about her or not. She has millions of followers, so somebody is paying attention. So to showcase that vulnerability is honestly something commendable in my eyes. And my advice to her is just do you. The right person is going to come along. It won't feel forced, so don't ever force it, and learn from your mistakes. Those are the biggest lessons in life. Now, the third and final story is about the singer and rapper Young Baby Tate being body shamed after her performance at Afro Punk. Tate Sequoia Ferris, also known as Young Baby Tate, is an American rapper, singer, and record producer. She is currently 25 years old, and she is from Decatur, Georgia. She is also a cast member on the show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so she does have quite a bit of a following, and she's actually a very, very, very talented singer. Like, I was truly blown away by her vocals. So some imagery came out of her from her recent performance, and you can see that she has an obvious stomach. She has a pudgy stomach. The skin is a little bit jiggly, looser, whatever you want to call it, and people were calling her out. There were so many people in her comments saying that she needs to lose weight, take her stomach up, or if she decides not to, that she shouldn't have even worn that outfit and that she should wear a different outfit. Now, I know firsthand that the internet is brutal. They will make something out out of nothing. They will pick you apart for every little thing that you do. I remember sometime last year I did a promotion for a friend for her lash company, and although it was a small Black-owned business by a woman, and a lot of people get on this internet and say support Black women and support Black business, the amount of negative comments I got just for promoting lashes was really absurd. Not only did people not like the lashes, but some people were talking about the fact that I should be natural and I should show what my face looks like without makeup, and that Black women need to stop wearing makeup and so forth. And I was like, damn, like all of this over a lash promotion? I was really like, wow, like the internet is fake as hell. Like you cannot please the internet, so please do what you want to do. In one breath, people want you to be natural, and in the next breath, they will clown you for being natural. So in response, here comes Aisha, also known as Little Miss Golden, who is the child's mother of the rapper Lil Baby's first son. And she writes this long comment basically talking about health, fitness, and Black women and their body size. So she says, but even outside of surgery, Black women, we have to stop defending our bad habits. I'm all for being natural and loving the skin that you're in, but that's just not what a natural body looks like. That's a natural body with no discipline, structure, and poor eating habits in their lifestyle. A BBL and lipo isn't the only way to achieve a flat stomach and toned butt. Girls that work out don't look like this. And she's a performer. She should want the best for herself all around. It's not just about looks, but in her job, presentation is everything, and she needs to be healthy enough to do it. Black women, lose the attitude and stop making excuses for yourself. You are queens, and you should live and practice healthy lifestyles to maintain your health and image, period. Y'all flipped on Monique when she tried to school y'all on bonnets. Get it together. So yeah, she said all of that. Now, I will say this. What Aisha said is not necessarily false, but I do feel like it's misplaced, disrespectful to the context of the situation, and essentially not her place. Who was having an attitude? Like, I was confused. Like, who was having an attitude? Like, who said anything about being upset about their body? She literally came out of left field with this commentary. And it's crazy because I just defended her last week. Like, damn, Aisha, you just gonna switch up like that? Everything she said was absolutely right. I do feel like Black women have become complacent in a lot of unhealthy eating, bad lifestyle choices, and trying to fix their bodies with something as dangerous as BBLs and getting liposuction. That's true. That part of it is very much true. But this message should not be directed at someone who, one, didn't ask for the help, and two, doesn't even look bad. She was acting as if young baby Tate was walking around looking morbidly obese and just completely out of shape. It's not like she was looking like she was on 600-pound life or anything that gluttonous. Could her stomach be more toned? Sure, but that isn't the focus. Her music and her talent is the focus. And Tate hasn't said anything about her not liking how she looks, so how are you going to call out somebody who didn't even say that they don't like the way how they look right now? For young baby Tate to have that confidence to step out on stage with that ensemble, that outfit, and maybe her not being in her best shape, to me is something that I cannot be mad at. Furthermore, Aisha claims that her body is real. Well, she claims that her booty is real. She did admit to getting her breasts done after the birth of her son. So I scrolled back on her Instagram page for a while, and I was scrolling, and the booty has been nice and plump for years, I can't lie. And she does actively work out, I can't lie. But that never really stops any of these girls on the internet from lying to y'all about what they get done. Whether she did something to enhance her booty or not, I don't feel that someone who has any form of surgical enhancement can negatively speak on someone else's body. I feel like that's literally an oxymoron. You can't have surgical enhancement to your body and then tell someone that they're not in shape. I think in the Black community, especially as women, we do have this very fierce notion of letting women know when they're out of shape. And I don't know how many Nigerian girls are listening right now, but I feel like in the Nigerian community, it's really, really bad. Like probably for all Africans. It's like you gain a little bit of extra weight and then the wicked auntie troop is going to tell you about yourself. Meanwhile, they're sitting there with their big stomachs looking like they just had 20 scoops of jollof rice and 10 pieces of puff puff, but they have the audacity to tell you to slow down, lose weight, and to tone up because you won't find a husband looking the way that you are. Like, shut up, that's your mouth, okay? Who asked you, Chinyere? Chinyere, who asked you? It's honestly ridiculous. Nonetheless, young baby Tate came back with a clapback. She reposted the picture with her stomach out and everything, saying, as Queen Beyonce says, you want to see some real ass? Well, baby, here's your chance. Shout out to all my natural belly bodies. I see you. I am you. I love you. No matter what my body looks like, it's mine and I love you. Please go project your insecurities onto a piece of paper, burn it, and throw it away. Then go lock it in the mirror and tell yourself how much you are loved. And I feel like this is a great ending message because a lot of people struggle with body issues, especially as women, all races. And I don't think it's right for women to unprovokingly nitpick another woman because of body size and shape when it's probably the most devious point of contention when it comes to women. Our bodies. Our bodies are always sexualized. There's something always wrong with our bodies according to society. We have to have our bodies together for not only men, but within women as well. It's just a lot. So I feel like to stand in her confidence that her looking how she looks is accepted is not only great for the fact that other women who do have stomachs can can relate, but just the confidence alone definitely resonated with me. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed these quick topics and my commentary on them. Y'all can get in the comment section and label 1, 2, 3 and give your commentary on each of the 3 topics for tonight's video. Don't forget to follow me on all of my other social media networks, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.
You could turn into your ex. Damn, I was way too passive. Even when I was mad, I would still let him grab it. He would go dumb when it felt like elastic. Disrespected me and I would just look past it. I was so dumb, which is why it never lasted. Love life wasn't there, it was inactive. Wasn't seeing wrong, needed prescription glasses. Confidence shot dead, laying in a casket. Why didn't he want me, man? I knew I was attractive. Why didn't he speak to me? I knew I was molasses. Why did we argue, fighting, sometimes get combative? Seemed like everybody else was fantastic. I would've killed for that man and I would've been assassin. Now I wanna kill that man, Carol Baskin. Wanted all that matter, solids, liquids, and the gases, but he just ripped me off like Brazilian waxes. Tim's in the polo, didn't know how to say no. When love on the rooftop, but we on the first floor. New nigga shitting on you, treating me right. Remember, you the one that made me number 2 in your life. And I loved you, but I don't need you. And you thought that I would never ever leave you. I'm on my own now, so it's up now. And you know I don't really give a fuck now. And I was wrong too, cause I ain't perfect. But hurting me, you know it wasn't worth it. And you don't care that you really harmed me. But the least you could've done was say sorry.
I mean, I usually laugh, but this is so serious. Like, this is a true story. Like.